Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? It is currently 4:25 a.m. and my husband and little Boo Radley are fast asleep upstairs. And I am sitting out on the front porch, currently watching a documentary about Slender Man on HBO Max, or I guess we call it Max now. And I had just gotten done scripting my video for tomorrow, which is about something completely different. I was just like scrolling through Twitter, and I was searching for my name, and I saw that somebody had put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these little notes, okay, these like notepad notes, addressing something that I said in my video earlier today. So I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to address this person. They were kind enough to address it, and I will say, before I even get into this, I read every word of what you had to say, I really read it with an open mind, and I want to address some things, because I feel like this kind of back and forth has gone on a lot, and typically I flip a fan and I say, this is my channel, this is Peter Monn's channel, and I make some joke about it, and I say, you know, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel, which is absolutely 100% the truth. I will continue to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel, but you're getting a very calm, relaxed Peter Monn right now, who sat in that chair over there, which I would be filming in. That's where I usually sit. But the lighting is horrible, so I wanted to sit over here and just kind of respond to some of these comments that this person sent my way. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I guess it was not the video that I posted today. It was the video that I posted yesterday, and it was about Trisha Paytas and her podcast, and her talking about Colleen Ballinger and the Vanity Fair article. And at the beginning of the video, I made it very, very clear that I was not going to talk about Trisha Paytas' past, and I wasn't going to talk about the problematic past of Trisha Paytas, and that she needed to come out and take accountability for it and show that she's changed and all that kind of stuff. That I've said that in many, many videos, and I made that very, very clear in my video. I actually just went in and I looked from like the last year at all the videos that I have made on Trisha Paytas, and I actually went in and kind of like watched some of the clips of some of those videos. And in the majority of the videos, I say the very same thing over and over and over again. And I can even reference some of these videos if you'd like to know what they are. I think the most recent video that I watched, hold on just a second, was called Trisha Paytas is a Changed Person, Really? And this is from 9 months ago. It was a video where she came out and talked about going forward that she doesn't want to be the same person that she is, and I said some things in that video that are very similar to things that I have said in many of my videos, that Trisha has been obviously very problematic, and she has hurt many, many communities of people, and that she needs to come out and take responsibility. I even said in the video, as I said just days ago, that you know, people said, oh, Trisha's made tons of videos apologizing and taking responsibility. I said, I'm not aware of those videos. Please link them. Please send them in my direction. And that I believe that that is just a start of what Trisha needs to do. I've also, you know, made it clear, and I made it very clear in that video, that I am a person that believes that we as human beings can change and grow. That takes a lot of work. But I'm a believer that we can change and grow as people, and the first part of that is awareness of the things that we've done and the people that we've hurt in our lives, and the next part of that is taking accountability, which for Trisha would be getting in a video, because that's where she's made her money, that's where she's made her coin, and taking accountability for it, and saying that, and not just a blanket statement apology, but addressing each issue. I've said that very recently in videos, and I've said that in the past 2 years. And I've talked very specifically about many of the lies and all of the problematic behaviors of Trisha Paytas. I've talked a lot about those in past videos. But apparently, because I didn't hold Trisha to the exact standard that they wanted me to, they were upset about that. I made it pretty clear on my videos that, or my channel, that I enjoy doing lighthearted drama. I do not love talking about really deep, dark topics over here. It's not something that I enjoy doing. I like flipping a fan, I like talking on the drama phone, I like being a somewhat, I hope, a source of entertainment and laughter for people. Those are not the topics that I enjoy talking about. And in the past, I've steered clear of those topics. Recently, I have felt that it is important to have those conversations on my channel, which is why I have had more of those conversations on my channel. That being said, in comparing me not covering Trisha Paytas and her problematic past to people like James Charles or Colleen Ballinger and minimizing it and saying that what she has done, and we're going to get to this in a second, is 10 times more problematic and more important than me making a video about Shane Dawson changing titles, I agree with you on that statement. The reality is, I have made more videos calling out Trisha Paytas for her problematic past and saying that she needs to take accountability for it and show that she's changed and grown over a long period of time and that that's just the beginning. I've actually made more videos talking about Trisha Paytas than I have anybody else probably on my channel, okay? And the thing is, and you didn't address this in your statement, is that you never acknowledge, okay, the people that give me a hard time and say that I'm giving Trisha Paytas a free pass, which you again said in your statement, they only say that at certain times, but they never acknowledge the times that I actually do hold Trisha accountable, or say that she needs to come out and take accountability. She needs to show change and growth. She needs to, you know, make amends to certain communities, which that's not my apology to accept, you know? I think one of the things that, and this is really a question for the audience, this isn't really even a question for me, I'm just somebody out here with one opinion, you know, making commentary on these people, but when I was reading this, and I can tell that the person's very passionate about this, right? And we all have things that we're passionate in our lives about, and they have a right to feel that way, right? But the one thing I was wondering is, like, you know, when we talk about these people being problematic, like, what would be enough for you? Like, and I think this is a good question to ask us no matter who we're talking about, you know, like whether we're talking about Colleen Ballinger or James Charles or these people, right? Like, what would be enough for you? You know, like I made it very clear in my video the other day that I felt that Colleen Ballinger should deplatform herself. I said I thought that that would be a beginning to come out and acknowledge and to apologize and take accountability. But then to deplatform herself, to do that would show that she took these allegations seriously, right? Okay. So I said that. So what I want to know is, for you guys, okay, that constantly are pointing out all of these things that she did, like, what would be enough, okay? The other thing that, and I'm going to address this in just a second, is that because, you know, I get accused of giving Trisha a free pass. I've made it very, very clear recently that I have behind the scenes, and I've stayed very silent about this, that I have been stalked and harassed. And it goes above and beyond what I even mentioned in my video, okay? There are so many things that have happened to me that I didn't even mention in my video, because if I mention it, I know that certain people will know that I'm specifically talking about them. And so I'm keeping some things private. Some things that are very, very deep, okay? It's enough that the fact that people tried to contact my doctors, contact my vet, doxed my home, call my home phone number, call my friend's work, contact my friend's place of employment, friends' places of employment, contact my doctor's offices, contact organizations that my friends are volunteers at, on and on and on, okay? I mean, it goes, dox family members of mine, contact family members of mine, it goes on and on and on beyond, okay? But the one constant of all of that is that the people that I would find that were associated with those things, okay, many of which have deleted their social media accounts at this point, the common thread between all of that was that they were either people that were huge lovers of Trisha Paytas or huge haters of Trisha Paytas, okay? And so for someone to insinuate that because my audience bullied me into going with the mainstream and that I just do this for money and whatever, the fact that my life has been so threatened, okay, by people that feel so strongly about a social media figure and my opinion are related to that, and yet I still get in videos and call this person out and hold them accountable. How dare you say that it is my sole responsibility to hold this person accountable, okay? Like I said, it is my channel, and if I want to make every video about Shane Dawson changing titles, I will make that video. I understand that you're passionate about this, okay? I understand that you feel like this is something that is very serious. I understand that you want to tell me what I need to do on my channel, but that's not how it's going to work, okay? I'm standing up for myself these days, all right? And I am not going to run from those people that are huge fans of Trisha Paytas or huge haters of Trisha Paytas that were instrumental in making my life a miserable living hell for the last 4 to 5 years, because the one common theme of every person that came for me in the last couple years was that they stood on one side or the other of their love or hate for Trisha Paytas. Okay, and that was very, very obvious. So me speaking about Trisha Paytas to this day has brought me a lot of hell, okay? What would be easy for me to do is to never speak of Trisha Paytas again. That would be what would be easiest for me to do. That would be a coward's way, okay? But I haven't done that. I have continued to say that Trisha Paytas needs to come out and take accountability. You can go back and you can watch the 30 videos that I did in the last year where I say consistently the same thing over and over and over again. That Trisha Paytas has hurt multiple communities. She has hurt multiple people, okay? Many of the examples that you used in your statement, and yes, you are just one person, but you're speaking for a Reddit thread that was taken down by Trisha Paytas because you acknowledged that in your statement. That's not my responsibility, okay? And it's not my responsibility to carry on the mission of taking Trisha Paytas down, okay? My responsibility as a commentary channel is to give commentary and share my opinion on what I see that is going on, okay? It is not my sole mission to take anybody down. It is not my sole mission on here to be the leading force in all this kind of stuff, okay? And honestly, and I know this is hard for people to grasp, but in how I live my life, and especially in how I live my life as a person in recovery, I want people to change and grow. I want people to take accountability for their lives, okay? I want people to be able to take accountability and give others the freedom to continue to grow so they don't have to continue to be angry and heated and hateful in their lives. I don't want that for anybody, right? So I want everybody to be able to grow through all this situation. And if you have a hard time with that, I don't know what to tell you, okay? That's how I choose to live my life. That's my stance on how I choose to live my life, okay? I'm not going to make it my mission to post everything every single day about Trisha Paytas. And if you don't think that I'm doing my job as a result of that, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. But let's get into the statement that you wrote, because I want to address it. And you said in there that you didn't think that I would read it, but I did. I read everything that you posted on here. So let me get to this. Hold on a second. There was many, many points. This person said, and I didn't block you. I said in my video, well, because this is what I said. I said, I'm tired of being tagged in this stuff. I said it the day before. You don't have to tag me. And I said it again because you tagged me and stuff, okay? I made it very clear in my video. Don't tag me. I don't want to be tagged in this stuff. I don't want to see it. That's why I follow the Christmas countdown and the Halloween countdown, and I reshare that stuff on Twitter. That's what I want my Twitter to be about, okay? You should know that because you follow the countdown on Halloween and the countdown on Christmas, which I think is interesting, okay? That out of 2 things that I retweet on a daily basis, those are 2 accounts that you follow. I think that's very, very interesting, okay? So anyway, I want to read some of this statement. This person said, "This is my very long response to Peter Monn's comments about us and suppose me. In his latest video, if you're bored and have some time to kill, give it a read. LOL, you won't be disappointed." And I'm just going to read parts of this, okay? This person said, "I have a couple of things to say about Peter Monn's latest video because I'm pretty sure this had to do with me in my earlier tweet." Yeah, I absolutely 100% did have to do with you, okay? Because you tagged me and I didn't want to be tagged anymore. And I asked that in my video, so. And they said, "And no, I won't be tagging Peter since he doesn't want to be bothered about actual serious issues." And they go on to talk about what they are. And in general, injustice. For one, I can't really think of that many times I've even tagged Peter. It's been very few and very recent, which is true. That is absolutely true. But there's been many other people that have, okay? And if I or others do, it's because we see injustice and biased behavior from people who are supposed to be the ones who call out people like Trisha. Okay, that is not in my job title. My job title is to do commentary and share my opinion on people on YouTube. Some days it's Trisha Paytas, some days it's not. But I have called Trisha Paytas out. I have said she needs to take accountability for this. And I have said that that's just a starting point, okay? I've said that many, many times. Not once do you ever acknowledge that in this statement. You guys are literally going after Colleen for the exact same things Trisha has done. And if we are saying something to you, it's because you guys are the ones lifting her up and praising her recently. And then they go on and they say all these names about her, pathological liar, manipulator. I even said that Shane Dawson called her a pathological liar. I've talked about her lies. I've talked about her being a manipulator. I've also shared in my videos that I do not talk about people and how they handle their children. Okay? I'm not going to talk about that. Period. I'm just not. And overall, a gross individual who a year ago was still the same toxic person attacking, beating up her husband, goes on and on and on. And has recently made a change, and not because of the narrative being pushed that it's because of her daughter, but because she was getting canceled and only escaped it because she got pregnant and drama channels were like, we can't stress her out because she, okay, goes on to talk about being pregnant, and that's why we didn't make videos. She never addressed anything. She never apologized or took time off. I said that. I've said that multiple times in my videos. I 100% agree with you on that. No accountability whatsoever. I've said that many times as well. She just kept going as if nothing happened. Or nothing. Yeah, I agree with that. I said that in my videos many times, if you've watched my videos. Which is why many aren't even aware of why she was getting canceled or everything she's done, because she found a way to escape it. I've said that in my videos as well. Second, we don't talk or think about Trisha 24 hours a day. We have lives just like anyone else, and we discuss her casually on here in our spare time because she took down our subreddit by force. Basically saying we can't have free speech and discuss her actions when it comes to her. Okay, that happening is not my responsibility, all right? That's not my responsibility to take over the role of what you guys were doing on your subreddit. And it's very obvious by your profile that your intention is that your Twitter is completely dedicated to Trisha Paytas, which is your right. You have that right to do that, okay? But that's not what my channel is about. In fact, I'm pretty sure drama channels spend way more time talking about these people than we ever do. Especially when you think of them having to think of ideas and filming. It doesn't take me very long to think of an idea, first of all, okay? Second of all, I don't edit my videos daily compared to us casually discussing their toxic behavior. Also, everything I put down on that thread were facts. Can anyone look through all the receipts and tell me where there is a fake narrative? No, I can't. Everything mentioned is true with actual receipts on her history, and you and Adam are now praising her and giving her a redemption arc and giving her a free pass because it made you followers also give her a pass. Okay, first of all, I did not hand Trisha Paytas a redemption arc, okay? I said in my video that I was not going to talk about what her problematic past. And one of the reasons why I said that was because I get a lot of comments on my videos whenever I talk about Trisha, whether it's Trisha coming out and talking about Colleen Ballinger, and I said some things in that video and people people said, you can never make a video about Trisha Paytas without talking about her problematic past, okay? So there is an example of where I do constantly talk about her problematic past. And I do talk about the fact that she needs to take accountability, which is why in this most recent video when I talked about her, I said that video wasn't going to be about that. And I wasn't going to mention it. We were just going to talk about the podcast and her reaction to the Vanity Fair article. I said that, okay? Because I do constantly talk about Trisha Paytas' problematic past. Anybody that watches my videos regularly, you guys want to accuse me of not watching Trisha Paytas' videos and that I should know that in every one of her live streams that she says this and she says that and blah, blah, blah. You obviously don't watch my videos to lump me in this group and say that I'm praising her and giving her a redemption arc. I said I thought that this was a good podcast, this was a good move for her career. And I said that I was happy that she validated the victim stories, and I stand by that. That's not giving her a redemption arc. Not at all. I said that this would be a good time for her to come out and make a video talking about all of the mistakes that she's made in her past, all the lies that she's made, all the people that she's hurt, all the communities, and go down through all of them. Not make a blanket statement apology, but go down through all of them and address them individually, because if she did that, okay, people are saying right now that Trisha has grown and changed as a person. That video would be more received. And then, going forward, she could prove by her actions that she has changed. If she has changed. I don't know if she's changed. I don't pay that close attention to the girl, okay? I just don't. But I made that very, very clear. So don't say I handed her a redemption arc, because that's not fair and that's not true. And giving her a free pass because it made your followers also give her a free pass. No, my followers and the people that watch my videos are free thinkers. They think on their own. And some are for Trisha and some are not for Trisha, okay? And if you read the comments on my videos, you'll know that. All that is true. Now, what you really mean to say is that you don't tell me what I meant to say, first of all, okay? At all. All that is true. Now, what you really mean to say is that you don't want to talk negative about Trisha, because when you do, you get hate from her little diehard stands and some people who are on the fence but mostly follow what others say. Hold on a second. They give you a hard time and you don't want to deal with that because it's much easier to go with what the majority of the crowd wants. Even if it means not doing what's right and making you guys look like hypocrites. Okay, wait a second. Are you talking about having my doctors followed and my medical records tried to get... Are you talking about that? Are you talking about my vets being contacted by Trisha stans? Are you talking about my family being contacted and people like harassing me and stalking me? You're talking about that, right? When you want to sit here and say they give you a hard time, that's the hard time you're talking about? That hard time, but you want to hide behind a fake profile, and I have my face and all of my public information out there. I don't hide behind a fake profile. You do, okay? So you're not getting the hard time that I am. So don't come to me and say that, okay? When I have suffered greatly for holding Trisha Paytas accountable in videos, and I show my face, and I have my name on every single one of those videos, and I have suffered greatly. And my life has been a miserable hell for the last 4 to 5 years silently because I did not want people to know that I was suffering. And I thought it just was part of what went along with it, okay? And yes, I do believe that that is greatly because I talked about Trisha Paytas. For or against or whatever I say in videos. So do not act like I have, like, this is, you want to hide behind a fake profile, put your real name and your real face up there, okay? If you really are this passionate about it and you want to call me out and I'm sitting in a video with my face right here, do you see me? Right here, okay? My name is underneath there, and people are following my family members and calling my friends and contacting them, and when I go through their follow list, they're literally all for or against Trisha Paytas, and you think that's not a common denominator with the people that have made my life a miserable living hell for the last year, and yet I still get in videos and hold her accountable, and you want to pass judgment on me? How dare you? Seriously. Ridiculous. Again, how can y'all go after countless others but give Trisha a pass? Go watch my videos and tell me if I gave Trisha a pass in all of the 30 videos I made in the last year on Trisha Paytas. You mean to tell me you need to make 10 videos on Shane Dawson changing the title of his video or making fun of his hygiene as if that's news or important compared to Trisha exploiting her daughter every day for money? And goes on and on and on. Okay, first of all, like I said, this is my channel. I'll make videos about whatever the hell I want to make on my channel, okay? You want to start a dedicated channel to Trisha Paytas? Go right ahead. I'm sure there will be enough people out there that will watch it. You'll probably get more views and subscribers than I have. Honest to God, I mean that. You know, and then this person in there, somebody said to them, well, why don't you throw up a video? And she goes, well, I don't know how to edit. Okay, well, I don't know how to edit either. Okay, put your camera up. Make a video about Trisha Paytas. You're obviously passionate about this. You want people to know. Throw up a video. Just throw up all the receipts. You can do that. You know? People want to come to me all the time and say, well, then you need to learn how to edit. Learn how to edit. Make your channel. You'll get, trust me. Okay, there are enough people out there that do not like Trisha Paytas that you will get more followers and more subscribers than me. But don't put it on me that this is my job, because it is not my job, okay? That is not my job title. Goes on to talk about all this, like, OnlyFans stuff with edited or old pictures when she doesn't look anything like that anymore, an unhealthy lifestyle to her impressionable audience. Not to mention that she scammed her audience with her skincare line, which I talked about in my videos. Or that, and it goes on, talks about her child in here and all these things that she does with her child, which I said I don't talk about in my videos, and I've made that very clear. No, changing a title to a video is news and is more important. Talking about my Shane Dawson video where I talked about his changing his title. No, it's funny is what it is, and that's what I do in my channel. I talk about things that are funny, okay? You obviously have something against Shane, but you can obviously do both. I have nothing against Shane Dawson, okay? I made that very clear. You have such a hard issue with all of these people that you cannot see outside of the box that somebody can make a video and talk about something and have an unbiased opinion about it and not hate these people, okay? I turn off my camera and I go watch documentaries about Slender Man. I was watching Murder in the Heartland earlier. I wasn't on Twitter, okay? Looking up stuff and posting stuff about all Shane Dawson and all this kind of... I wasn't. I was retweeting Halloween countdown, okay? That's what I was doing when I happened to stumble across this, you know? Because I was like, well, let's see if anybody has had anything to say. Trisha has done, and then when it comes to Trisha, you just say, Trisha has done some bad stuff, but if she apologizes, it's all good, and she is forgiven because people want to redeem her. No, girl, that was not what I said in my video, okay? And you need to go back and watch my video, and if you're going to quote me accurately, okay? I didn't say she did some bad stuff. Go back and watch my multiple videos where I held her accountable, and I talked about the fact that she has hurt countless communities. Go read the comments underneath this video. And all of you that have heard me say that in multiple videos, please sound off, okay? And say, yes, Peter, you have said that in videos before. You have held Trisha Paytas accountable. You have held her accountable for the multiple communities that she's hurt, for the people that she's hurt, for all the things that she's done, for the things that she's said about people in the past. I mean, seriously? And all is forgiven, blah, 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 acknowledging that she's never even apologized, but she can just be praised now suddenly. And that's all. That's who a lot of you drama channels want to go to bat for. Have I ever said I wanted to go to bat for Trisha Paytas? The list of horrible things she's done are endless and beyond gross. More than Colleen, Shane, Jeffrey, Jacqueline, etc. All the same weekly people you constantly talk about. Excuse me. She's done all the things they've done and more. I'm obviously not defending those people. I'm just saying Trisha is not the exception, even if she ever apologizes. No, we aren't obsessed with Trisha. If you guys did your jobs, we wouldn't have to be saying anything. Why is that my job, first of all? Why all of a sudden do you think it's my job, okay, as a drama commentary channel, why do you think it's my job to take down Trisha Paytas? Even these other people that I talk about, which you just listed, I just share my opinion and give commentary on it. Okay, I do not make it my purpose to take them down. I know some people that love them think that, okay, and in turn try to make my life a living hell, but I have never made that my purpose on my channel, okay? You know, somebody wanted to comment earlier and say that my channel is about misery. Listen, I give people advice based on life experience that has helped me in my life to grow and change as human beings. I do that in almost every single one of my videos. Okay, it is not my job to take people down. I share my opinion and commentary on public figures on YouTube and in the pop culture world. That is not my job. Do not put that on me, okay? Unbelievable. what we do and you do aren't that different. We call out injustice and serious crimes and actual victims surrounding Trisha because nobody else does. And people quickly forget, like, what's happening right now. Most of you guys' T channels call out bully, they say, okay? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where's the... Oh, this is... Okay. Bully the same people. I say bully because according to some of your drama comrades, that's apparently what we do. Bully, and what we do isn't really any different, but you guys do it for money and views. But you don't actually want any of these people actually fully canceled or charged. You won't let them because how else would you make income? I actually, in the video that I just watched back, the one that I referenced, I said in that video that if I woke up and I never had to make another video about a problematic YouTuber, it would be a happy day for me. And I would figure out something else to do on my channel. So no, that's inaccurate, and this camera's going to stop. So in summary, you can make fun of our tweets all you want, saying they don't get that much traction or whatever. You can pretend to care about minors and victims and racism and people of color, but at the end of the day, you're only proving you don't. There is, hold on a second. There is no expiration date on, okay, she goes on and all this kind of stuff. It most certainly isn't after 1 year of not being your usual toxic, shitty self. I've made that very clear, that I feel the same way about Trisha, that she's got to show for a very long time that she's changed and grown. I've said that in many videos. Come back and talk and defend her after she has spent at least as much time being unproblematic as she did being problematic. I've said that exact same thing in my videos before. Which for Trisha isn't been the majority of her life, where she can't at least do an actual full apology. Which for Trisha isn't, it's been the majority of her life. Or she can at least do an actual full apology video on everything she's done and everyone she's hurt all of her life. Have I not said that in probably my last 10 videos? Where's my acknowledgement? Where's my acknowledgement for this? In your 13 notepad statement, where is my acknowledgement that I have said that exact same thing for Trisha Paytas? Okay. She can at least do that before you go on forgiving her and praising her, right? Praising her? Because I said that her being in a podcast is making a good move, or her finally acknowledging Adam McIntyre and the other victims is maybe a move in the right direction. That's praising her. Okay. No, that's an opinion, is what it is. And we all have them. Like something else that we all have. Okay? You have the responsibility to call out bad, problematic behavior and keep the same energy for everyone you talk about. No, I don't. Not at all. And if you aren't going to do that, then you're just proving that there is no point to your YouTube channel. Okay, well, don't watch my YouTube channel then. And all that you have to say is that you want to speak on her without having you block us for tagging you. No, I don't want to be tagged in this stuff because I do talk about it. And I'm tired of people not getting the story straight. And you want to sit in here and talk about how there's not fake narratives. Well, your fake narrative is that you don't actually acknowledge the fact that some of us do call people out, okay? Adam McIntyre has called Trisha Paytas out for a very long time. And yet, he's one of the victims of Colleen Ballinger, and Trisha Paytas was part of that. And he acknowledged that she emailed him, and you said that he was giving her a free pass and praising her, and included me in that when I have called Trisha Paytas out. Are you kidding me? But you don't acknowledge all of the things that we've done in holding her accountable at all, okay? Is it, I mean, I'm asking you this, is it a sports channel's responsibility, or is it a dog channel's responsibility, or is it a movie reviews channel's responsibility to call Trisha Paytas out? Is it a makeup channel's responsibility for calling Trisha Paytas out? You know, are you contacting Manny and Laura for the Full Coverage podcast and saying that they're not calling Trisha Paytas out? You know, I mean, for me, I don't understand why it's solely my responsibility, okay? And yet, anytime I do, I'm the one that suffered greatly for this. Because that's the common denominator of all of the people that have come for me, is that they either love or hate Trisha Paytas. So I have suffered greatly by talking about Trisha Paytas on my channel. And I'm about done. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm about done speaking of Trisha Paytas again. And this is a proof why, okay? We have to go to your YouTube channel to leave a comment is a bit insulting. In other words, you just want us to give you your income. No, I'm a YouTube channel. That's where I speak, is on my YouTube channels, okay? You got something to say, come over here and say it. You speak on Twitter, so I speak on YouTube, okay? That also, again, proves that you don't care about the real issues. You're just doing it for money. It shouldn't matter where you hear all these issues, but you don't worry. As far as me, I won't be bothering tagging you on anything, nor will I be insulting you. I simply won't be watching you because you can't be bothered with real issues. Okay. Even though I've addressed them countless times in all of my videos. But you don't once acknowledge that in this, okay? I have to say, I thought you to be the oldest and wisest of drama channels. Thank you, I appreciate that. Which some would say isn't saying much, but it's just such a letdown. No, I have no hate towards you, and no, you didn't block me or anything like you said in your video, but you're welcome to. I don't care. I have no interest in blocking you, okay? Also, I would not care to screenshot your block, as I don't think of you as a celebrity or anything, because I mentioned something about that, because they had done that to Trisha. I only did it for Trisha, not because she's so much a celebrity herself either, but because I just wanted to show how little she cares about taking accountability. She'd rather block people who tell her the truth about her actions. Trisha Paytas has never blocked me, and I have held her accountable in many videos, okay? So, she probably knows that you're from this Reddit thread that she took down. I'm just saying that to you. So, if you don't want to get blocked by Trisha Paytas, maybe not make it that clear that you're part of this Trishy land thread that she didn't want to be, and she's made that very clear about what issues she has with that, true or not, okay? And I've even said in videos that Trisha said that there were things that were posted on Reddit threads that I could find no evidence of. I've even said that in videos before. No acknowledgement of that. Unbelievable. Okay. As long as you don't come in all heated and insulting me, everything is fine. Obviously, if someone... So, is that a threat? Are you threatening me? If I come in heated, like I'm in this video right now? Because I am heated, okay? So, as long as you don't come in all heated and insulting me, well, I'm not insulting you. I'm asking you why you can't give me the accountability, or why you can't give me the acknowledgement that I have held Trisha Paytas accountable. But you want to put out 13 statements on Twitter, okay? You wanted me to read this. You said I wouldn't read it, but I did, okay? And so I'm giving you the acknowledgement that you want. And I've even agreed with you on some of the things that you've said in here. And I've even shown that in my videos, I said certain things that you have said, okay? I also said that the things that you've said, I see that you have receipts for. I don't see that there's not a lot of truth to that, okay? But where's the acknowledgement that I have called her out? Not once in this whole thing did you say that. Basically, you just said that I'm not doing my job. Because in one video of Trisha Paytas, which I stated, I wasn't going to be talking about her problematic past. In one video, I said that I thought her podcast was a good move and that she acknowledged the victims and that was something that she hadn't done in her 2 previous videos talking about Colleen Ballinger. That's what you take issue with, okay? Or that I haven't dedicated my channel to calling out Trisha Paytas on a daily basis. That's your issue with me? Okay. Obviously, if someone insults you, people are in the right to insult them back. That's just the way the world works. Hold on a second. Obviously, if someone insults you, people are in the right to insult them back. That's just the way the world works, but I'd rather not. It's rather childish, and I completely agree with you. Okay? I don't want to have a long out fight with you. I don't have any issue with you. I don't hate you. Okay? I know you're very passionate about this issue. Alright? Anyway, this was my very long words to Peter Monn's video that he'll never read or hear, and that's fine. It's more for, and she references these Reddit threads. All good, I wish him well. And I wish you well too, okay? And I read this with an open mind, so I hope that you'll hear this with an open mind, alright? I acknowledge that you're very passionate about this. Please acknowledge that I have continued to hold Trisha Paytas accountable, even though I have been made very well aware that many of the people that have made my life a living hell for the last couple of years are people that are coming directly from videos that I have made either for or against Trisha Paytas, okay? And if I even say one thing in a video, and I said this today in my video, if I even say one thing, oh, I like Trisha's hair, you're giving her a free pass. If I hold her accountable, you're too harsh on Trisha Paytas, which is why I said she's very polarizing, okay? And yes, she has a huge problematic past, and I've made my stance very clear that she needs to take accountability, and that is just a start of what she needs to do. I never said in my video that if she came out with a video addressing it, all would be forgiven. I never said that in my video, nor do I believe that, okay? And I don't want to fight with you, and I don't want to argue with you, but please understand that I have continued to hold Trisha Paytas accountable with my face and my name at the expense of having my life made horribly miserable for the last few years. And I have been aware that those were the people that were doing it. And yet I continue to hold Trisha Paytas accountable, okay? So when you want to say that I'm not doing my job, please at least acknowledge that I have come out and held her accountable for the problematic past behaviors of her past, and that I've said that she needs to take accountability for it, and that is just a start for what she needs to do, okay? Please at least, if you're going to say that I'm giving her a pass, please at least acknowledge. It's all I'm asking, okay? Because there's a lot that is on the line with me being harassed and being stalked and continuing to talk about these people. And the reason why they've done that to me is because they don't want me to talk about her. And yet I haven't cowered away, and I have continued to talk about her. And I have continued to say that she needs to take accountability for it. And the reason why I have done that is because I truly believe that. And because I truly do want people to grow and change. Because at the end of the day, I think that's the human experience. Is that I hope, okay, that people can grow and change and become better people. I want that for somebody out there that is a mother and a wife and a sister and a daughter. I want that from her. I want that for everybody out there. And I'm sorry that that's a hard concept to grasp, okay? I want people to grow and change. And I have learned in my life, through my own life experience, that taking accountability, making amends to people, and then showing growth and change through that is the way to the other side. And no, it's not just seen in 6 months like you say, and I 100% agree with you on this statement. It's something that you see for a very long walk. And I've said that in my videos about Trisha. So please, if you're going to pass judgment on me based on one video, acknowledge all of the things that I've said in the other videos as well, okay? Because I have suffered greatly at the expense of talking about Trisha Paytas in my videos. And quite frankly, I'm just not sure it's worth it anymore. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my documentary. Thank you guys for listening to me. I appreciate it. I have another video planned for today that I'm gonna film that's gonna be a little bit more lighthearted, and hopefully it also has some life experience in it, and it's just not this deep. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Like I said to this person out there, no hate, okay? I have no hate. I don't want to have any back and forth with you. I just don't want to be tagged in a bunch of this stuff, okay? Because I have tried to do my best in sharing commentary on holding this person accountable. I've tried to do my best, okay? And maybe it's missed the mark. And maybe for you it's not enough. But I don't hold any hatred in my heart towards you, okay? And in my life, in all honesty, and talking about the stalkers and the harassment, where I am at today, you know, on the 30th of July, is that I am trying to find compassion in my heart to the people, and I know you're probably not one of these people. I know that, okay? I'm not putting that on you. But I'm trying to find compassion in my heart to try to forgive these people and understand that they must be very unhappy in their lives to try to want to make somebody else's life so unhappy, because I truly believe that hurt people. You know, and that's part of me trying to understand why people like Trisha do these things. Hurt people, okay? And I'm just trying to get by, you know, like June Carter Cash said back in the day, listen, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying to, you know, make it one day at a time, you know, and I'm trying to do my best. And I learn and grow every day as a drama commentary channel. And no, I don't always get it right. And sometimes I miss the mark, you know, sometimes I do. But I don't want to live with hate in my heart for you or anybody else. So I want you to know I read your statement, and I tried to read it with an open mind. And I hope that you heard this with an open mind. And please, in the future, if you feel the need to talk about me, at least acknowledge that I have held her accountable in my past videos. And I will continue to do that until Trisha comes out and she starts taking some accountability. I will continue to say that in videos, if I continue to make Trisha Paytas videos. But like I said, I don't even know at this point if it's even worth it to me anymore. I just don't even know that it's worth all that goes along with it. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.